Our journey into the abyss of the criminal mind begins with a man named Jeffrey Dahmer. Often referred to as the Monster of Milwaukee, Dahmer's tale is a chilling descent into madness and malevolence. Born in 1960, his life took a sinister turn when he committed his first murder in 1978, barely out of high school. Over the following 13 years, Dahmer's grisly killing spree claimed the lives of 17 people, primarily young men of color. His crimes were not merely confined to murder, as he was known for taking photographs of his mutilated victims, their body parts haphazardly scattered across his apartment in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A chilling testament to his monstrous deeds, Dahmer even had a vat of acid he used to dispose of his victims. In 1991, after a would-be victim managed to escape, police were led back to Dahmer's lair of horror. The gruesome details of his life of killing were laid bare for all to see. Dahmer's legal journey was a twisted one, with 2 prison sentences, the first for molestation and the second for the murders that had shocked the nation. His time in prison was cut short in 1994 when he was killed by a fellow inmate. The life and crimes of Jeffrey Dahmer, a young man turned monster, serve as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the human soul. A young man turned monster, Dahmer's reign of terror left a chilling legacy. From the darkness of Milwaukee, we travel across the Atlantic to Greater Manchester, England, where a seemingly benign doctor held a sinister secret. Harold Shipman, known ominously as Dr. Death, is believed to have extinguished the lives of an estimated 250 patients. Between the years of 1972 and 1998, Shipman practiced medicine in 2 separate offices, his malevolent deeds cloaked by the respectability of his profession. His victims, predominantly elderly women, were often found to have passed away in their beds during daylight hours. It was this unusual pattern that raised the suspicions of a local undertaker, triggering an investigation that was, unfortunately, mishandled by the police. The relentless Dr. Death continued his grim work until greed led him astray. A forged will naming him as a beneficiary exposed his dark secret, leading to his conviction in the year 2000. In the guise of a healer, Shipman was a harbinger of death, leaving a grim trail in his wake. Our final stop on this macabre tour takes us to suburban America, where an outgoing construction worker held a dark secret. Meet John Wayne Gacy, a man who was known by his suburban neighbors as a friendly and outgoing individual. He was involved in the local politics, even moonlighted as a clown for birthday parties. But beneath this innocuous exterior, Gacy harbored a terrifying secret. In the year 1978, a 15-year-old boy vanished under mysterious circumstances. The last person he was seen with was none other than Gacy himself. This wasn't the first time that missing boys had been linked to Gacy, but this was when the authorities started to take notice. The police, armed with a search warrant, descended upon Gacy's home. What they discovered there was beyond their wildest nightmares. The smell of decay led them to a 4-foot crawl space under the house where they unearthed the bodies of nearly 30 young boys. The friendly neighbor, the jovial clown, was in reality a serial killer of the most horrific kind. Gacy was convicted on 33 counts of murder, with additional charges of rape and torture. His reign of terror had come to an end, but the scars he left on the community will never fade. In 1994, Gacy met his own end by lethal injection, but his monstrous legacy lives on. Beneath the veneer of a friendly neighbor, Gacy was a ruthless killer, his horrific crimes a grim reminder of the evil that can lurk in plain sight. From Dahmer to Shipman to Gacy, these men are stark reminders of the darkness that can reside within the human soul. Dahmer's gruesome lifestyle, Shipman's murderous medical practice, and Gacy's horrifying house of horrors left an indelible mark on their victims and society. Their actions, chilling as they are, underline the importance of vigilance. In the midst of such monstrous deeds, we find justice and the enduring human spirit, proving that we can and do overcome even the most chilling of horrors.